The Chinese pretty much own Jamaica. I mean, the Jamaican government is giving them concessions, land concessions. They're building hotels, beach resorts. They're building 2 schools for the Japanese, for the Jamaicans. And what the Jamaicans have to give them in turn is the right to certain lands, the right to certain waterways. And if it doesn't stop, Jamaica, ironically, the land of Marcus Garvey and Bob Marley, will be the first Chinese colony in the Caribbean.
Jamaicans are some of the most tired people on earth. And nobody is talking about it. We're tired from being strong. We're tired from just managing. We're tired from holding strain.
Black people do not guard and protect their culture, and they always let outsiders in and end up taking over their culture.
I've been searching online to find some type of articles about what I'm about to say, but I haven't seen any article. I've just been seeing videos on social. But if this is true, like, I'm not mad at the Jamaican people. Apparently, there's a Chinese hotel that was only allowing Chinese people and white people in that hotel. And guess what? The Jamaican people burned it down because what the fuck you mean? You're on their land, right? You're in a place where the majority of people are black. And you build a hotel that you're not giving them access to. You use their resources. You're using their beautiful beaches and views and all these great things, but you don't want to give them access to it, but you're on their land. How does that make sense? Especially if a person of color, a Chinese hotel, when did that become a superior? What's up with the thirstiness of the white people? You are on their land, using their resources, probably using their people to build that damn hotel, and you're not granting them access, and you're surprised they burn it down? Like, babes, no. Like, I'm proud of them. Shoot, like, other countries should take notes. USA? Because what do you mean? You're on their land, using their resources, and you're not giving them access to a hotel. Who the f do you think you are? It's 2026. Grow up. Like, people are thinking like their color of their skin is giving them some type of power. Is sickening. It's a mental illness. Grow the fuck up. I don't understand it. Like, when did you think it was superior to anyone? Fuck out of my face. Burn them all down.
Wagwan, my Jamaican family, and once again, welcome back to the Yadi Reactivities. For the first time you are checking me out, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Whereby today, guys, on to our video. It is about the Chinese in Jamaica, and whereby the situation is getting very much worse as the boycott is just continuing, and whereby the Jamaicans are angry, and this time round they want the Chinese out of Jamaica, and they really mean it. So I want you guys to watch this entire video to the end, and I'll be back with more.
The main port of Jamaica,
All right, they own the port,
is owned by the Chinese. Exactly. If another race owns your port, that means they control what's coming in. They control what's going out. What about the drugs? What about the guns? What about the COVID? You don't know what them people bringing in. And you mean to tell me that the Chinese care so much about Jamaican people that they're not going to educate our kids and take care of their health? Chinese don't care about black folks. Go to China. Go to China and see how they treat black people in China. So to me, what I think this is the government of Jamaica, like so many African governments, so many other Caribbean governments have done. They've gotten in bed financially with the Chinese. The Chinese have studied the way the white man has practiced neocolonialism throughout Africa. And the Chinese has learned that these black leaders don't really care about their people. They're all about their pocket. So I'm going to do what the white man did, but I'm going to do it 1 time better. I'm going to offer them double the money. You let me take over this land right here. I'll get the white man offer you $1 million. I'm offering you $3 million. And I'm going to build you a retirement home. And I'm going to pay for all your kids to go to college in China. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you a private military. So the Chinese have basically become neocolonialists 2.0. They're outdoing the Europeans. You follow me? And they're giving Caribbean and African leaders offers that they can't refuse. And guess what? When you abdicate on that loan that they give you, because all this is loans. These are not handouts. It's all loans. When you abdicate on the loan in that contract, you have to give them large concessions of land and large concessions of your economy. There's an African country right now. Is it Uganda? There is an African country who defaulted on their loan to the Chinese, and they now own their national airport. I forget which, they own the airport now because they couldn't pay back the loan. The Chinese know what they're doing.
From where I grew up and we're small, they teach us to just deal with it. Don't make no trouble, cause it could be worse. So we deal and deal and deal and deal until one day we wake up and don't even recognize ourselves anymore. Some of you not really depressed, you just fed up. Some of you are not confused, you're overwhelmed. Some of you are not lazy, you're just burnt out from carrying everybody else's problem. You're tired of explaining yourself. You're tired of fixing grown people. You're tired of being the one who always have to understand. You're tired of being strong while nobody not strong for you. And you know what tired you the most? Pretending that you're okay so you don't make other people feel uncomfortable. And that makes you stuck. And me gonna tell you why you can't move. It's not because you just don't know what to do, You know what to do. You know the people and situations that are draining you. You know what no longer makes sense to you. And you know what needs to end. So what's stopping you? I am going to tell you what's stopping you. You don't want to disappoint. No, you don't want to disappoint anybody. You don't want to be considered the bad one. And you don't want to be talked about. But listen to me carefully. People will talk about you even when you're dying quietly for them. So now the question becomes, do you want peace? Or do you want approval? Because guess what? You cannot have both. Some of you are there waiting for permission. Permission to rest, permission to say no, permission to walk away, and permission to stop explaining yourself. Here is the permission. You are allowed to stop. So now let me say something that might really hurt. Yes, it might hurt, but it is true. Some people only love you when you're useful. You see, when you stop overgiving and when you stop saving everybody and start choosing yourself, you're going to see people change. And that's not your fault. Someone wants you to ask yourself something today. Who am I always tired after I deal with? Who always just come when they need something? And who benefits from me staying silent? Who benefits from me staying silent? Because clarity don't come from motivation, it comes from honesty. This space exists because some conversations cannot be done in noise. You don't need cheering, what you need is truth. You don't need hope, what you need is clarity. And if you're feeling this in your spirit today, you're waking up. And once you see it, you can't go back. We're tired and we cannot take it anymore. So sit with this because it's only the beginning.
I don't know how difficult it is for you, but I actually can focus on more than one thing at the same time. I can express my concern for what these black capitalists are doing in the country in which I live. And I can also focus on what is happening with a so-called Chinese takeover in Jamaica. I can focus on those two things at the same time. With that being said, from the discourse that I've seen online, not a lot of Jamaicans are focused on this so-called Chinese takeover. Sure, people whisper, but whenever I speak or when other creators speak out and say, we should have some grace for Haitian refugees who are seeking asylum in Jamaica, and we should have some grace for people who are suffering in Jamaica, and we should be careful of how we are allowing foreign capitalists to come and take over certain industries. It's the same Jamaicans at home who are attacking us. It's the same Jamaicans at home who are telling us to mind our business. I also believe that there are bigger issues at play. And one of those issues is the way in which Jamaicans, especially those at home, have been conditioned that certain things are the way they are and should stay the way they are. It's the way how Jamaicans at home have been conditioned to believe that certain people belong in certain tier And that is why I have seen a surprising number of people to me who are very unconcerned and very supportive of this takeover that you speak of, which is why I'm leaving it alone. I thought about making a video about it, but I'm leaving it alone because the last time I spoke up on here about how certain people were basically trivializing our black culture and trying to whitewash our culture on this here platform, it was Jamaicans, many black Jamaicans who came to their defense against me. So I have learned my lesson, and I'm going to leave you all to deal with that takeover. While I can, acknowledge that there are certain things that I am uncomfortable with, for the most part, I'm going to leave the Jamaicans to figure this one out.
So everyone has been asking how the Chinese mechanics got into Jamaica. Well, here are the facts. Did you know that in 2015, Jamaica signed over the Kingston Freeport, our main port, our lifeline to China, who has full control for 30 years? Now they control what comes in and they control what goes out. That's why the Chinese mechanics and other companies move the way they want. No one to answer to. No real checks. No oversight. They run the port, they hold the gate. Why do you think it's after the fact Pika stepped in? Because they don't even know what's going on. But somebody know. Because when it comes to these little things, don't think you can think on the same level you were programmed to think on. You have to change your frequency sometimes. And we're standing on the outside of our own house. We can't even act like we never know. Listen, we will never get out of slavery. Because a nation that can't even control its own port is a nation already conquered, just without the chains.
People, listen to me. You see, these Chinese people, be careful when you go in there to buy your stuff. Look at the price carefully. 2 weeks ago, this is what happened to me. I went into Angwe, that big mall in Portmore that is beautiful. And this is why I said all that glitters are not gold. So I went into 7-Eleven because we were going to beach on a Saturday. And my son need a slippers to wear on the sun, right? So we went in there and I saw the slippers for $16.50. No problem to pay that. However, a lot of them were on the stand with a big sale sign. Gosh, it's paper like this. It's pink. And this big sale was written in black. Fine? I don't have a problem with that either. So I gave my son the $1,000 to go and pay for it. When he walked up to the cashier, he said it needs more money. So I went to look and see, is it $16.50 is the original and the sale price is for $8.50? Because that's what I say on the sale. Big sale is $8.50. No, I went to the cashier, which is a Chinese man, and I said, I don't have a problem to pay the $16.50, but I've seen where you have the big sale $8.50 on these slippers. So I am figuring that the original price was $16.50 and you drop it to $8.50. Even though I pay, he said, all right, give me $1,500. When I paid the $1,500, he said, let me call to double check. No, I still don't have a problem. So he called one of the Chinese girl in 7-Eleven in Angway in Portmore, I'm talking about. So he called one of the young miss, which is a Chinese woman, and the Chinese lady came. No, $16.50, and shoved the slippers into my face. Said, I don't. If I can read and if I can see that it's $16.50, and I think of my sanity, and I think of my kids that are there, that I will not behave boisterous. So I went back to the aisle where the slippers was. And can I tell you, people, It's a lucky thing other customer were there. Even our own workers were standing there. When I went into that aisle, the lady, which is a Chinese woman, rip off the sale sign. Rip it off. And said it was not there, no sale sign. And as the customer them said, no, you just came and rip it off. A lady took up 2 of the slippers and said, I'm going to put it back because it was $8.50, big sale, $8.50 on it. So what they did, they put the $8.50 sign for you to take it up, and when you go to the cashier, it is not $8.50. And she went running and rip it off and push it up in her face. Say, I can't read. And let me tell you, every one of the customer them out of inside there walked out of 7-Eleven that Saturday afternoon. Well, morning rather. And they're cuss. I asked for a refund. The security gonna tell me that I cannot get a refund. I said, sir, you're crazy. Don't let me show the other side of me. And the cashier, which is a Chinese man, he did not hesitate. All them there cuss and a carry on. I got back my 1,500. Let me tell you, them Chinese people, I said, I don't eat from Chinese. Because they will give you rice, and it's not rice, it's plastic. They will give you chicken, and says chicken is not chicken, it's frog. Because the price said $16.50, yes. But anybody would think that the original price is $16.50, but the sale is $8.50. And when you go to the cashier, they want to make it look like so we are idiots. We don't know how to read and write. Which China can come to Jamaica come tell me so how to read and write? Which China can come to Jamaica come go like so they want to walk on me? Let me tell you, no people, don't make them catch you. Because if we don't buy from them, they would have to pack up and go back to their country. These Chinese people, them come here for rob, steal, and kill. And way 7-Eleven in Portmore. And guess what? I am not the only one who's complaining about them. And then just come, just bill. Just come in. People want to walk in 7-Eleven, be careful, I want to buy. Even a ear product, it is not genuine. Be careful. I am warning you because guess what? It happened to me, so I'm sending it out there. 7-Eleven, Angway, Portmore Mall, where everybody are crazy about in Greater Portmore. The mall is beautiful. No doubt about it. But the store that I have the experience with, 7-Eleven, listen to people, careful when I spend no money. We work hard for it. Don't make the Chinese them come here, come trick us.
Look in Jamaica now, all the Chinese them take over. Them come to Jamaica, them take over, them get land free, them get the airport, the outer wharf, that's a free, them can bring in anything them want for free. The government them give them free land and then get everything access free. And then take over the whole country. The Indian them come and the same thing. You know, since the Jamaica take over by Chinese, you come over from now, we got a Chinese Prime Minister. If you don't mind sharp, we got a Chinese Prime Minister. The Chinese get them all of the benefits them down there. You don't realize, and pay up the same one, we are going to buy from the Chinese and want to build them up. But you build up on yourself, you build up on the same block, on the black people. You build up, you support on the black people and buy from them. If you can't go borrow alone, me as a black woman say, alright, I'm going to borrow alone and I'm going to open a little store and I'm going to open a shop. The same black sisters and brothers are come fight me and rob me, because I open a shop and them say, oh, she bad mind me now because I open a shop. And I try. Then the sister them can't go borrow alone to open a shop. And them can't sell the same things when I sell because at the end of the day, people, food have to eat, clothes have to wear. Everybody have to sell. Once we are supporting one another, everybody are going to say, even the same Chinese, they will come support we too if we are saying different things from what they are saying. You understand? You know, so we can import things where Chinese them not, you know, so a whole heap of things they are Europe and them place there and Dubai and them place where Chinese them not carrying like that. But we can sell and even the same Chinese people them we can invent things. We can make up things. We can sort things where Chinese them not have. But we in the Chinese them, we support them, we buy from them, we do everything and them build up the Chinese, the Indian them come. You see all the Indian store them? Me used to buck up the Indian people them over Curacao. Me and them buck up in the same store. And then buy them something, them buy bulk and share it up and bring down come sell. And me and them buck up in the same store. I say look on them to now, look on them to now. Me and them buck up same place till when I tell them start them a fight against me. Because me are selling them a bus at about them don't want to buy it because them knows but them knows that me and them sell the same place. They proud of myself, you know, say me and them can buck up in the same store. The only thing is them buying up more bulk than me. Me buy in a dozen and them buy in a bulk. Them buy all a box of things and share it up or them buy it and put it in them store. Let me tell you something, the same thing with the Chinese them and the Indian them do. We can make money and rich too. But we just need to stop fighting on one another. One the son of one another, on the chop partner on one another. Just like they done robbing the chop partner, when you get in the draw, full of time and they support each other and get to you can't reach too. We can't reach too. I will vote for the right Prime Minister. We vote for the right.
Brethren and sisters, I always hear people talk about some stuff of Jamaica. And it's the first time I'm experiencing it. You know, last Sunday, I was home. This was my daughter's birthday. And I said, alright, I don't want a surprise thing for her. Never planned anything to do it before. It just is Saturday night, I come up with it. I'm saying, alright, let me do something. You know, I'm going to like, got me and a couple of the places, some close up. And say 2 stores open. Let me take a stop at 2 Chinese owner, right? You know, I'm going to waste my time, pick up groceries, pick up some liquor. Just when we reach at the cashier, these people are telling us that them don't take card. So, I don't know how Jamaican government allow these people to come here, come to them country. Do business, all cash. What the benefit? What the benefit of the country? So why are they here doing business if they can't take card for the government to get a percentage of whatever happen in their business? This is crazy. And then I went to like 3 different stores. Yesterday I was coming back home. I went to 3 different stores looking some Real Vibes, whatever her name, Real Vibes. Those are the bottle my daughter asked me to carry a couple of bottles for her. Nobody take card. None of these Chinese stores take cards. So what's going on? I would like the government to investigate all this. So where these people going with their money? Where they doing with all this money? Why they only need Jamaican cash? This is crazy and ridiculous, man. Somebody have to look into this. Why all these Chinese have so many business and don't take card? My card is an overseas card. So it's not like a scam card or anything like that. It's crazy, brother. It's crazy, man. Jamaican government need to do something about this. It can't be working like keep on working like this. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. How can you do $1 million business, over $1 million business and don't take card? Huh? It's ridiculous.
Yo, right now, they must say China take over Jamaica, but me no business if China want to take over Jamaica. If China take over Jamaica, maybe it would be better for we. But one thing, China them for know, them can't start sell dog and them thing then a wholesale. And that will make Jamaica lick out on them. You see me? China, we no name frog, we no name dog and everything we no name, because we understand say we no know if we survive. Me nah lie still. Chinese people, we no make life easier, because we no make all this happier. You know, see say Facebook and Instagram, them are going like they don't want to make no money. All them are keep it thing over America and them side there. It's hard to make money as a Jamaican on Facebook or Instagram. But TikTok now make enough Jamaican and make money, you see it. Although them take half of the money, but I don't know nothing if them take half of them make the app though. And them design a thing like that. China make life easier for we Jamaican, me not lie. China just make life easier for we. China make cheap slippers so the youths them can have, every youth can wear a slippers. Remember one time when we grew up, we never used to have enough shoes, and so when China make shoes, we can have enough shoes now. China make all Desert King. Some shoes that look like Clarks. When they don't cut off a Desert King tag and wear that go to school, people think say a Clark said we. You don't know. With battery and that, well black. You see me? So China make things easier. China come to Jamaica and build up be a big highway, make we reach all that Ochi fast. We now have to take up them long hill up Mount Rasa. We just bump and Seago highway and reach quick and fast to reach a Ochi. So China, if China take over Jamaica, right now we go vote for all the China over some of them government. I mean not lie, because China make life easier, dog. You see me? Me not lie, China make everything, every copy, everything, every dear thing out there you can't afford a dear one. China copy it and make a cheap one so everybody can have one. You see me? All if a fake. Now for the fake thing that China make, you have to stay from far and look for no say it's fake though. If the somebody with the name brand one, no skin over the tag and show you how long they have it for you. Now watch how long they have it for you, just see it aware. So if me a new China brand and you have the real one like that, you know nothing over me brother. I want to tell you, some people take your clothes make them look good and me make clothes look good, man. You see it? That's how we do it, man. Just like when you have some sexy girl and them make clothes look good. You see it? Meds, man. You see it?
So they are pre-local one vibes, right? As black people, as Jamaicans specifically, brother, you know how far in our life we have the potential for be and for go if we work together. I don't know if Jamaican, the immediately, as me say, if we work together, 99% of us that think bad mind, thief, grudgeful, when start think the absolute worst. And everybody have a story, whether directly related to or indirectly to where it's like, oh, you know what happened to one of my cousin, or one of my friend them, or one of my Ray, is somebody that tried to do something, try to level up in a certain way, and they got robbed. Right? Whether them get robbed from them own a family, from them own a friend them, from them own a people where them supposed to trust. You get me I say? And it makes you think on a bigger level, like, if me can't do this with my family or my friend them, then who me I gonna do it with? You get me I say? And a lot of times the answer is strangers. You get me I say? Strangers, when they come up, you see, a lot of these things, brother, you don't talk about no look pure business. You talk about big business where you put on paper and say, sign right here, so. You are to do this, and me I go do this. And when this come, we split it this way, and everything is in paper. That means if things don't go how it's supposed to go, lawyers get involved, and you might just end up bankrupt for the rest of your life. You see what I say? That's because that has structure to it. You see what I say? That's how it works with strangers. But you see with the friend thing, brother, me look upon it and I say, boy, me use my family for example. Everybody in my family can cook. 99.3% of my family can cook. The people who cannot cook, they never had to cook because the people around them are cook, so them not for cook. Yo, you see if them put them money together, or we put our money together and say, all right, I go open one of the baddest restaurant them. Let's cater to tourists. You see what I say? See, if you don't want local money, let's cater to tourists. I could have some high, you have enough family member, somebody can be the driver. Go drop our food, run that out, ray. Luxury eats. And we can make so much money because we have a common goal and everybody a push. You don't just have one person a burnout, you have on a 2 person, you have 5, 6, 7 people. We have the common goal of like, you see right now, we not have to put money in our pocket, we have put it back in the business, and then in about 3 year, 4 year time, we're up. We can't put any amount of money in our pocket because we're already established and we're already, you see what I say? But that mindset there, brother, like I say, I know as soon as I say business, the moment I say that, I say blur, nah, dog, thief, robber, scammer, you see me? But just think about it, bro. I feel like we strive more, or we think we're striving, from saying, I did this first. I'm the CEO of this. I did this business all by myself. Me used to make shirt, and some of the night them to blur it now to me burn out and me tired. And I said, boy, you know, so me have all 2-3 people where me could go so boom boom and rotate and you know what I mean? Brother, you know much right now me have the biggest printing service in Orlando, Florida. You see me I say? But I don't know. You have to, if finding like-minded people is not as easy as we put it, but let me know on the thoughts.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you've watched this entire video to the end and you have seen, or rather you have seen and heard whatever they had to say accordingly to this video. And whereby it is said that even the black Americans are now in support of, you know, the boycott of the Chinese in Jamaica, or rather, you know, like there have been happenings whereby some of the businesses, even the restaurants of the Chinese in Jamaica, are being set on fire, burning down onto ashes, mainly because the Jamaicans are saying they are tired. You know, and now they are bringing boycott onto Jamaica towards the Chinese, and it seems like they want the Chinese out. Yo, and in it, the black Americans are joining hands with, you know, the Jamaicans they are giving out positive comments and reacts about it. Yeah, and this brings out a lot of concerns, you know, for we know the Chinese have helped Jamaica in a lot of cases in terms of infrastructure, and even when we talk about their economics, like the Chinese have some, you know, advantages in it, mainly because they are the one whom are owning, you know, huge businesses, big businesses, restaurants, big hotels, some of them even are owning the Jamaican beaches. So definitely they have, you know, like they bring an advantageous reason onto the Jamaican economics. They are the ones whom have built the Jamaicans roads and, you know, a lot of stuffs. So definitely they have an impact in Jamaica. And as we know, we have got, you know, like 2 types of Chinese in Jamaica: the the Chinese Jamaicans and the foreign Chinese, whom usually are given the span of 5 years to come to Jamaica, work in Jamaica, then afterwards they go back to their country. And as it is said, the Chinese are like owning Jamaica, mainly because a huge percentage of Jamaica, it's the Chinese are owning it. Like if it has reached to an extent whereby the Chinese own the beaches in Jamaica, and that it has been privatized, and even the government of Jamaica just allows this, definitely means the Chinese are owning Jamaica in some way. Yeah, and so this is the main factor why the Jamaicans are getting angry, mainly because you can't wake up in the morning when you just go to the beach, you find it closed, and you know the access is being denied. You cannot, you know, it is restricted for you to go into your beach, which it was public just yesterday, but today when we wake up we find it private. It doesn't make any sense. And that's because a China man has come and bought that land, or rather that beach, and wants to do his or her own, you know, stuffs there. And this is the main reason why the Jamaicans need to wake up so as they can fight for their rights, mainly because you have seen some Jamaicans even being displaced by the government, saying that the land is for the government or whatever, and in it just want to take the land so as it can give it to the foreigners, and that are the Chinese or the Asians. So definitely bringing the boycott in Jamaica does make sense, mainly because this is watching your country being taken away while you are just seated down there. Where are you going to go? Are you going to go back into slavery or the colonial system? Are you, like, it seems that way. And the government of Jamaica is just sitting down there watching this happening, and they are accomplices onto this. So yeah, the Jamaicans, this is right. Fight for your country, fight for your lands, fight for your resources, mainly because if you sit down there, nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to help you. We have seen Donald Trump, the president of the United States, you know, like ordering the Chinese out of Jamaica. In it, we know himself too. He wants to come to Jamaica to, you know, like somehow do whatever the Chinese are doing in Jamaica. And again, he is fearing the Chinese, mainly because we know the United States and the China usually are not on the same track. They are like beefing, and we know the Chinese have set their base onto Jamaica, and therefore we saw like recently even Donald Trump came around and brought his base into Jamaica so as he can fire at Cuba. And this is just to tell you like this man is afraid of China, mainly because you know Jamaica and the States are like neighbors. So definitely it's going to give the Chinaman a very easy target to target the US. And so Donald Trump is very much afraid of it. But in it, the case whereby the lands are being taken from the people of Jamaica so as it can be sold to foreign people, whereby we see the beaches are being privatized so as the foreign people, or rather the Chinese people, can build their hotels and whatever. So you know, like, it doesn't make any kind of sense. So if the boycott is to be done, let it be done, merely because you are fighting for your right and you are fighting for your country. So guys, let me know whatever you think about this amazing video. Let's come around, share our thoughts throughout the comment section so we can get to interact and know what you think, and mainly your opinion does matters to us every day. Thank you very much guys for following up the video with me. I was your host Yadi Reacts. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Always remember to link me up through my next videos. All I do want to say is peace out there.